You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. But had a chance, courtesy of our mutual partners at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, Get Gordon, get it done, to visit with a couple of Get Gordon athletes today. Miles Frazier, Noah Cain, because of their class and workout schedule, we visited with them earlier today, but it was a thrill and a great opportunity to chat with the two transfers, the offensive lineman, the running back, Miles Frazier and Noah Cain. LSU heads into its bye week, 6-2, 4-1 in the league. Feeling good, getting ready for Alabama to come into Tiger Stadium a week from Saturday. You know, here on AFR, we've been great partners with Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Did an awesome thing this past week, which is carried on. It was their Playing for Pink initiative through Gordon Gives. Every one of the Get Gordon athletes that they've done NIL deals with, for every stat, every big play, that unlocked donations to great breast cancer awareness charities around the state of Louisiana. We're thrilled to have a couple of Get Gordon athletes in studio with us right now. It's Miles Frazier. It's Noah Cain. Guys, good to have you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
How you doing? Happy to be here, man.
Man, I'm doing great. I'd imagine y'all are doing pretty good as well, man.
Definitely.
I mean, heading into this bye week, it's 6-2 off of two really big wins the last couple weeks. Miles, let me start with you, man. What's like? Obviously, it's your first year right now, but what's the vibe like right now? It's 6-2, 4-1. People are excited. What's it like in the locker room?
It's really just how I expected. So, like, when I had committed here, I had the other options or whatever. But what drew me was Coach Kelly and Coach Davis's dream that they had that not a lot of people around the country could see. But now it's coming to, like, life. So, basically, everyone in the locker room believed it. With all the transfers, new guys, we all just, like, kind of gelled together very, very quickly in, like, the springtime, summertime. So, like, the locker room, everything we're doing now, we expected to do. Not, like, trying to be cocky, but, like, we expected to do, and that's, like, the standard. Like, we're trying to get LSU back to how it was.
You know, Noah, I'll turn to you. You're a guy who knows this area well, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're from Baton Rouge.
Yes, sir.
You kind of detoured to Dallas, then IMG, then to Penn State, now back home. But you told me your family's here, right?
Yes,
your
sir.
family's still here. So
Yeah.
for you to be back home wearing the purple and gold, what's that meant for you up until this point of the season?
Nah, yeah, man. It's been great. It's been a privilege to play for LSU, and just be able to, be around top athletes, man. Just be able to, play for the purple and gold and for the Tigers. This is a blessing. It's something I don't take for granted, and just the opportunity to play for LSU and be able to contribute and make plays for the team. You can't take that for granted because there's a lot of the people that die to be in that position. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing for real.
I want to talk about the season at this point, what's ahead as well. It is really cool that y'all are here. We're all partners with Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys and Get Gordon. The Go Pink initiative is awesome. My mom, my aunt are both breast cancer survivors, so I'm always really drawn to breast cancer charities. So the fact that y'all got to be involved is pretty cool. So when you all heard, I'll start with you, Miles. When you all heard that this was going to be part of an initiative that you were all going to be able to participate in, what did you think of that?
It's just a blessing, like, for real. Like, basically, it's hard to get to where I'm at and not give back. So, like, basically the giving back aspect is just something that's, like, required. Like, not really forced, but it's required. So just giving it, like, having a chance to do something special is just what it's all about type thing.
Yeah.
I like inspiring others, giving back, just doing as much as you can with the platform that we have.
Yeah. No, what did you think about the opportunity to work with Gordon, to be a Gordon athlete?
Yeah, and when I first came down here, I started learning more and more about his injury attorney law firm and the people he represents, and just when I first met him, I could just tell, man, he had a very good vibe to him, and when he was talking more and more, it's just like he's just trying to get wisdom as well. So he's almost like, this isn't just about NIL or business. I can also be a mentor to you as well. So it just wasn't about the business. So just for him to extend that hand, like if you need something outside of this, or if you're trying to learn something, like, he offered that helping hand. That's just a blessing as well, just be able to network with people on the level that he's on. It's just great, that he has our back and, it's just trying to help us navigate through life. So it's real cool working with him.
I'm sure you all know, but the number, it's over $14,000
Yes, sir.
that the Gordon Gives arm through all the Go Pink initiative raised for these charities. Over $7,000 from Mary Bird Perkins here in Baton Rouge. And you all did you all get to do the check presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how did that go?
It was good. Just like I said, giving back. We had like some of our other athletes with us, like that are signed with Gordon, and it was like a good little fellowship, like just good picture, just really giving back.
Yeah, man, $14,000 was the total donation across the state. 7,550 in Baton Rouge to Mary Bird Perkins, which is awesome to see that. And you all kind of helped unlock that because the way it worked was for big plays or stats, it unlocked donations. So, man, the offensive line, the last 2 weeks, and especially that second half against Ole Miss was incredible, man. Like, when and it's been a bit of a revolving door, right?
Yes,
I mean, it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's 6 different line combinations through 8 games.
Yes, sir.
In a unit where 5 have to play as one. When or have you all kind of felt like you've started to gel?
Yes, sir. So basically, when it first had started, like everything was rough. People were playing out of position, like different positions. We were trying to figure out like what the identity of the group. But the identity of the group is like how you just said, 5 to 1. So we're just trying to just mold it into like one really situation. Like one person doesn't think they're better than the other. We all try to work together, have each other's back, because the person to the right and left of you, that's the only person you can count on other than yourself in the game to get the job done. Yeah. So, yeah, just like that.
When you all so I mean I was pretty forthright on air last week that I thought you all would beat Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a really good matchup that favored you all. Did you all internally feel? No, let me ask you. Like, did you all internally, like in your locker, look at Miles smile. Like, did y'all know that game was kind of going to go the way that it did? That y'all really felt y'all had a plan and y'all probably matched up well against that team?
Yeah, the thing I really feel about our whole team, and it's something I've noticed since camp, and getting to know everybody, is like, everybody is just like ready to prove themselves right. Everybody has so much ambition, especially how last season went. Everybody has so much motivation to go out there and ball and handle business, and like we don't really care about the environment. If we losing, we just want to like go out there and ball, contribute, and help our team win. And I think that's just the mentality our team has. We just want to go out there each play and just dominate and make plays and have fun. And I think we don't get too nervous either. Like when we on the road or we at home games, we just another game, let's get it. It's straight, it's work. So I mean, I think that's the attitude that the whole team has. Is the stage isn't too big for us.
Continuing our conversation with LSU offensive lineman Miles Frazier and running back Noah Cain, a couple of Get Gordon athletes, did a great thing as part of the Gordon Gives and the Go Pink initiative, raising more than $14,000 for breast cancer charities throughout the state of Louisiana. We do talk a little bit about LSU, Alabama, but as we continue our conversation, had to touch on these slow starts for the Tigers. Y'all get down in every game. This is crazy. Like every game, you down 17 to Ole Miss, down 13 to Mississippi State, down 17-3 to Ole Miss. Auburn was 17-0. Like, what is the mood like whenever? By the way, it would be really nice if y'all could just take control at the beginning for one of these games. But whenever y'all get down, what's the vibe like? I mean, how are you all able to not be fazed by that?
I would say I could take this one. I would say just the preparation. Like we always over prepare for moments like this. So like we know that games are in our favor. If they're not in our favor, games could be in favor. We just never we just outwork. Like our practices really define how we play. Like if we practice good, we play excellent. So like it's just basically from going from practice to taking everything, the tools that we learn, the techniques, different things like that into the game. And then basically we can just have the confidence level of knowing that we believe in each other, we believe in our coaching staff, we just believe in that we can get it done. So like for the Ole Miss game in particular, we all came into that game with a mindset, even though they were undefeated, ranked number 7, like we feel like we're LSU, so like we can compete with anybody. So like basically that's what I would say.
You smiled a little bit whenever I was setting that up a minute ago. Like it really felt like going into that game, y'all knew y'all were better. Like
yes,
and it was gonna play out the way that it did. I also want to ask too, because you brought up an interesting. Both of you guys have interesting paths, having gone the transfer route, which is just it's part of the culture of college football now.
Yes, sir.
It's just what it is. I mean, the transfer portal's there, and guys are going to be able to take advantage of it. But Miles, if I'm not mistaken, you tell me if I'm wrong, this is your third head coach in 3 years, right? Because you were there for the last year, Butch Davis.
No, I was there. This is my second head coach.
Okay, so you're there for Mike McIntyre for 2 years?
No, I wasn't there with Mac McIntyre. Coach Davis was there for 2 years.
Okay.
When I was there, and then now I'm at.
Okay, so you missed McIntyre. So you're there with Davis for 2 years, now with Brian Kelly, and you obviously were coached by James Franklin at Penn State. It's interesting whenever I have the chance to talk to guys that were at LSU a year ago, because I can ask the question about like comparing and contrasting what it was like with Ed Ogeron here, and now with Brian Kelly. But it's even more interesting, I think, when you can talk to guys who came from another place. So, based on what your expectation was or what your perception was of Brian Kelly and LSU, what was it then, and how does it map to what you've experienced? Miles, we'll start with you.
So basically, I knew Brian Kelly's resume and just different things like that. I just knew like it was a right fit for me, but I came in with high expectations, but I didn't know we were gonna work this hard. This is the hardest. Like me and my friend Makai, we always talk about like we work hard, like, and there's no like if, ands, or buts about it. But one of my friends, Mike Jones, said one time that like because he came from Clemson,
yeah.
So he said like he sees what with Coach Kelly's staff, like similar things to when he was at Clemson winning really big. So like he said, everything basically is similar to like great programs. So like the little things, the building habits, building like strategizing different things, using the technological advances with like the catapult system, different things. Like everything here is the best of the best. So that helps us in turn become like one of the best.
Yeah. No, what do you think? How does it maybe compare or contrast to being at Penn State, being here?
Yeah, man. LSU is a program that I was very familiar with before I had with the Penn State. It was me being from Louisiana, so I kind of already knew like the foundation that's already set in the program is like striving for greatness, and just the track record that they have of just developing guys into being pros and being great players at the next level. It's no secret, and I just feel like when I got here in the summertime, I can just tell like Miles has said, the structure that they have in place for us. If you follow it and you abide by it, it's eventually gonna pay off for you. At some point, you never know, but like it's just a process of just challenging yourself every day to get better. And that Coach Kelly's real big on our mental. Like he said, how are you thinking right now? If you're thinking like you ain't gonna play hard, you're not gonna play hard. So they're just real big on us having like positive self-talk to ourselves, so we can continue to to make ourselves better, make our teammates better. Because at the end of the day, it's like it doesn't matter what happened last week or yesterday. You got to keep moving forward.
Noah Cain and Miles Frazier are with us on behalf of Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Or Get Gordon Athletes. Get Gordon and get it done. I want to go rapid fire while we have a couple of minutes left. Who's a guy? No, I'll start with you. Who's a guy defensively that turns your head? You go, man, look at that guy. I can't believe you do that.
You talking about on our team?
Yeah, on your team. Yeah.
Probably man, Harold Perkins, man.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, Harold.
What about you?
I would say Makai, Wingo. It's like, so like when I first had got here, like we were going back and forth, and then like I wasn't really getting movement off the ball versus him, and my coach was like, "What are you doing? Like he's small, like move him," because he went to Oklahoma and he was in like the traditional like going against bigger guys and stuff like that. But I would always tell him it's not as easy as you see, like it seems. And then he won the SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week. And like he's now showing everyone that like it's not just about like your size. Like he gets looked at upon down because of his size all the time, but he overachieves definitely.
Especially considering he replaced Mason.
Yes, sir.
And Mason's a giant.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Mason's like that.
You couldn't have two different players stylistically, but man, the way Makai stepped in. I mean, after the first defensive series of the season when Mason got hurt. It's incredible, like that you just haven't had the drop off. He's had an awesome year. I want to ask you each about your position coach as well. You mentioned Brad Davis. What's been your experience learning under Brad Davis?
It was a good one. He like his expectation is just through the roof. So like he always says, we'll beat a team by a lot. Like we beat Florida, Ole Miss by a good amount, and he always says we have room for improvement. So like whether we lose, win, draw, tie, he's gonna have that same expectation for not just the starters, but the second string, the walk-ons, the scout team, different things like that. It's just his expectation. is none that I've ever seen. Basically.
Yeah. No, what about Frank Wilson?
Yeah, man, it's honestly been a blessing, man. Just being able to be under his mentorship and leadership. It's been a great thing to be a part of, and especially since I've gotten here. Just getting used to his coaching philosophy, and just him helping me build better habits, be a better player. It's helped me a lot, man, on and off the field. And I think with all the running backs can speak for him as well. He has such an old school soul.
Yeah.
So he's real big on poems. So he's just real big as well, just on motivating our our mind. Motivate the mind, the body will follow. That's something he always tells us. So I just think, man, just the way he mentors us and leads us, to motivate our mind every day and just to give us little things to help us keep having that right mindset and positive attitude. It helps us just get better.
Frank reads you poetry?
Yeah, he'd have poems on the screen before we start a meeting. So man, that's why I say he got an old soul, and then but they all correlate to whatever, if someone's slacking or dragging that day, they all correlate to whatever somebody may be going through. So it just helps you just have the right mindset, going into the day.
That's great. Was y'all reading Shakespeare? What are y'all
Nah,
doing?
man. He had the what poem was it? It was I had to show it to you after the.
You got Edgar Allan Poe in there and all this sort of stuff?
Nah, he had a few poems up there though. Or he'd just recite them out of nowhere. We'd be talking, he'd recite a poem. You what are we talking about? Real talk. It's cool though, cause you'll learn a lot of stuff. So. No, it's definitely been fun, man, being with Coach Frank.
You guys have one more. You guys have the bye week, obviously, before Alabama comes in. It'll be your first opportunity to play Alabama. It's a huge thing around here, as you know. Miles, how are you going to spend the bye, and sort of what's your expectation for what it's going to be like Saturday night against Alabama?
Well, I think we're going to do as good as the work that we put in. You're going to see it, type thing like that. So everything's going to come into fruition. Basically, we're going to prepare the same way. We're not going to change really anything like that just because it's Alabama. But we're just gonna stick to our plan, follow our habits, everything that we've been doing from the jump, because we believe in the system that we're in. So basically, we're just gonna follow everything by a T. Really be very attentional to the details and stuff like that, and then that's how we're gonna take it. So.
No, what about me? You got you returning kicks last week.
Yes, sir.
You going to keep doing that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's something you did throughout school, I would assume.
Yeah,
It was the really fast athletic catch. Hey, go catch the ball and run.
Yeah, when I was younger, definitely played that a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You excited for an opportunity to play Bama?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. Like I said, like Miles said, man, it's just the way we prepare. It's all about us, and the stage is never too big for us, so we're gonna be ready to go.
Noah Cain, Miles Frazier. Make sure you follow these guys on all the social channels. Of course, we're thrilled to be partnered with Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. I tell you all the time, get Gordon, get it done. Go to getgordon.com. And because of these guys' efforts Saturday against Ole Miss, Gordon was able to unlock more than $14,000 in donations for breast cancer research and to breast cancer charities around Louisiana. So, guys, thanks for your time today. Thanks for the great work and for the partnership as well with Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. We appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Glad to be here. Thanks.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.